Now this is the second part of what we're looking at, and whether you call them landing pages or a single page on your website that has a single purpose, we want to take a look at the buyer psychology behind it on when you're planning that page. Now the page, whatever you're building there, it should work well for both SEO purposes and for those paid ads there. Otherwise, you're just throwing away your money for both SEO and for your paid ads on driving the traffic or attracting that traffic to your website. Now let's dig into this a little bit deeper. Now because we're developing the website, or you are, for your customers obviously, we want to make sure it also works well for search engines, but we don't want to make it overly better for one than the other. It's definitely a balancing act there. So one of the first things we want to take a look at is to make sure that we use a title tag that has your keyword wrapped up inside of it, so it makes sense to a visitor to your page, or as they're looking through the SERPs, or the search engine results pages, that they're served up. And not to belabor all of this, but what we want to do is make sure that we've got a good description, that we've got a powerful headline that has a strong promise in it, or it's got a question that's going to pull people in, and you're going to have behind that very topical, relevant, keyword focused content that's not keyword stuffed, but obviously makes sense and is desirable for your visitor to take a look at. Now let's take a look at also the call to action. The call to action needs to be clear, because we don't want the user coming there and they're wondering, okay, what's the next thing that I need to do? Also, site structure. How is the actual physical site put together to make sure that that customer journey through your website makes sense? And like we mentioned in our other videos there, we certainly want to make sure that we're using trust and credibility signals on your page, which will be like logos of different associations you might belong to, testimonials of your clients, logos of different companies that you work for. All of those things will be adding to the credibility of your website. And we know it's important to have social signals, or the ability to take in traffic and be linked up to your different social media, whether that's just one or a handful of them there. We definitely want to make sure that that's all packaged up. So in conclusion, the on-page optimization is obviously going to bring people, customers, clients, patients to you, but it's only the first step in the whole process of doing your whole SEO and how it's wrapped up in your traffic and your message. So what we want to do is we're going to dive into some other series here on what to do next and other things that you can be doing to make sure that your website is actually a tool that you can use to generate income. Okay, we'll see you in more of the videos. Talk to you soon.